Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Chris Davis, and today we're going to review a TV series. So, this TV series is on HBO Max, and I've been watching it for a while. I just wrapped up the first season, and it's My Adventures with Superman. But now, before we get started, I want to take some time and say rest in peace, comic historian Ben Potter. Uh, he passed away, I think, June 8th. Uh, I really enjoyed watching his videos. He's one of the few YouTubers where I learned more about the DC and Marvel universe. You don't have time to keep up with all the storylines and comics and stuff, and his channel was a great way for me to catch up or learn about what was going on in the DC comic storyline and in the Marvel comic storyline. So his channel was great, especially like the full stories he did of like a complete series on comics. I really enjoyed those videos, and you will be greatly missed, Ben Potter. With that being said, let's get into the review. So, I watched the whole season of My Adventures with Superman, and coming into this, I had low expectations for the series because the animation and kind of what people online were kind of saying. Jimmy being like a different race, the race swap and stuff, and eh, I had low expectations for it. But watching the series, first two episodes were kind of slow, but then things start really picking up episode three and everything. And overall, I really liked the series. I really enjoyed it. And the art style grew on me once I started watching it. To me, uh, it really reminds me of the animation of Voltron, Legendary Defender on Netflix. It gives me those vibes. Now, some people say, hey, uh, this Superman is giving them Sailor Moon vibes. I could kind of see that when he first puts on his cape and stuff. It is kind of has some kind of magic transformation, but overall, I'm getting Voltron Legendary Defender vibes. Uh, when I watch this animation, especially when you go later on into the series, you see the fight scenes and you see the villains, you see more people. It really gives me that Voltron Legendary Defender vibe. So I have to check and see if the animation team that did this. Now I know DreamWorks did Voltron the Legendary Defender, but I wonder if some of those people that worked on this because you look at it with the art style and animation, it's very, very similar, especially with the facial expressions that they do sometimes in the series. Overall, I really enjoyed the plot. With this series, Superman is just starting out as Superman. He doesn't even know how all his powers work. He doesn't understand like the backstory of like where he's from. He doesn't even know what Krypton is or even what Kryptonite is. And this Superman is not as far along as other iterations of Superman. Like we've seen like in other series, Superman's kind of starting out. Like if you watch Legion of Superheroes on Kids WB growing up, that Superman was kind of figuring things out as he was going along. But I'd say that Superman was way further along this one, and I even want to say even the Smallville Superman on WB and then eventually CW was further along than this Superman because I'm telling you, when this Superman and My Adventures with Superman, when he's figuring everything out, like he doesn't even know he has super hearing, X-ray vision until like the last two episodes. In Smallville, Superman, he was doing that even before he became Superman. So I'm telling you that other iterations of Superman are way further along than this one. I'm telling you, like eh, eh, they are. So this Superman with My Adventures with Superman, he's just figuring out his powers as he goes. Like he doesn't even know where his origin world is. He doesn't know the name of it yet. Like I said, he really doesn't know anything. Um, but he's learning how to do the whole superhero thing and working at the Daily Planet. He's an intern with Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane, and there's subplots with those characters. Like, first, Clark is just keeping his identity a secret from them. Eventually, Lois figures out like his identity, or he shares it. Well, she figures it out and she forces it out of him. Jimmy always knew because Jimmy has been around Clark the longest, and he figured it out because Clark did some things that were awkward, and Jimmy was able to put pieces together. But he didn't tell Clark that he knew because he wanted Clark to share it for himself when he was ready. So that whole plot going on, and then the plot where Task Force X is after Superman because they believe he's a threat to society. And like, before Superman came to this world, seemingly Krypton was trying to invade Earth, and Superman has this whole thing that he was sent here like to conquer Earth for like his people, and then Lois has this special spear from the multiverse that shows an evil Superman destroying stuff, and Superman has to figure out that like he controls his own destiny. Doesn't mean someone sent you here to do something. Doesn't mean you have to do it. Like, you can choose who you want to be, man. And that's what he learns. So overall, this was a really good show. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Came in with low expectations, but it was really good. I really want to watch season two and see what happens now, but I don't know if I just want to wait until all the episodes come out and binge watch it, or watch them as the episodes come out. But season one was a very solid season. Task Force X and the General, how he was like Moby Dick. Well, I don't want to say he was Moby Dick, because it was far more reasonable than that. He wanted to get Superman, but there were certain lines that the General didn't want to cross in order to do it. And then you had the plot twist with Amanda Waller betraying him, and then the other plot twist where we learned that the general is Lois's father, and you have that conflict between, hey, Lois loves Superman, but she has her father, and whose side she's gonna take, and she takes Superman's side, and the general, he's going to like kill Superman like at the end of season one, but his daughter stops him, and then he covers for Superman against Amanda Waller. So overall, this is a really great series. Has a lot of subplots, has a lot of character development. Uh, it's a really great series. So if you were reluctant to watch it, I highly recommend you take some time and see it. It's actually good. So that's all we have for today. If you liked what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and all of you have a great day.